1984, The Mutilator. A teenager who accidentally committed matricide. That's killing your mother. For you,
Oh, Randy knows about that.
I had to look it up because
I watch Game of Thrones.
yeah, they probably use that all the time. Finds himself being hunted together with his girlfriend and mates by his now crazed father. Written and directed by Buddy Cooper, with a co-director credit being shared with John Douglas. You have any additional details on this?
I do. Tagline: a vacation that became a nightmare. And then all the artwork is by sword, by pick, by axe, bye.
That's pretty cool.
Distributed by Ocean King Releasing, and Arrow put this out in 2016 on Blu-ray. I went ahead and bought this when they had one of the big sales, so it ended up being like, I don't know, $9-10.
This isn't one of those movies that I feel that even if you hate it, it's worth buying it just for the fucking cover. It looks awesome. It's a piece of artwork from the 80s that you should frame. It's beautiful. Now it is probably, I don't know, I like this movie a lot. I don't have a lot of complaints about it at all.
Now wait a minute, really?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
We've seen our main character, Ed Jr., on the show before. His real name is Matt Mittler, and he was the leather pants werewolf in Dead Time Stories. So that's a fun little side note there. Check that out if you haven't seen Dead Time Stories. He wears leather pants, and he is a fucking werewolf.
I like it. That's another good one. I like Dead Time Stories.
He evidently plays a character in Basket Case 2 named Artie, but I don't remember that. So keep an eye out, horror hounds. The beginning segment would have really fucked me up as a kid. The thought of accidentally killing your mom and then your dad just being fucking nuts and like smacking you and just immediately drinking and then pouring whiskey into his dead wife's mouth.
I mean,
yeah.
What do you do?
What do you do?
I mean, I'd be pretty pissed too. I might take a swing at my kid.
Yeah. Yeah, but
yeah,
what do you do? I mean, how do you react properly in that scenario? The song "Fall Break" is a real masterpiece of 80s musicianship. They use it through this whole fucking movie. It seems like, and it's funny because it seems like a sitcom theme. And at the end, the credits look like a sitcom
it goes out
theme.
like a sitcom.
Could you imagine if...
It's a good song.
It is. And they use it... They have instrumental versions. They have 3 different instrumental versions of it.
Just imagine this 80s song.
Yeah.
Fall break.
Pretty close. They play this game called Blind Man's Bluff in this movie. And now imagine this, Randy. You haven't seen the movie, but imagine we're hanging out like we are now. And I'm like, Randy, here's what we're going to do. We're all going to go get some beers. And we're going to have a beer. And we're going to turn all the lights off. And me and Jason's going to go outside. And you're going to hide.
We're going to go outside, drink a beer. Yeah. You're going to stay in here and drink a beer with the lights off.
And you're going to hide.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to come in. We're going to try to find you. And when we find you, we're going to sit down next to you. We'll be also hiding, too. It's fun.
You got to stay quiet.
It sounds terrible.
If someone proposed that...
So then there'll be one person at the end looking for everyone else.
So if someone proposed that... These are adult people. They're drinking beer. If someone proposed that at a party you were at, would you shut that shit down real quick?
I'd shut it down real quick.
No, no, you wouldn't. Cause, you're there with a chick.
Well, if there's the ladies involved,
it's 3 couples.
9 out of 10 times.
That's
3
true.
or 4
and they really, the one girl's a virgin. She's really making a big deal about that. And
I mean, you might I might play along.
I could see, if it was like a game night, summertime. I guess I could see.
Everyone's playing.
I could see one round of it. Somebody talking me into that.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Or
I think
if you're drunk.
Yeah, if you're drunk.
But let me just say, all right, so they're playing this game in this house. And it's clearly, I mean, it's lit up. And they're in there acting like they're supposed to be in
like
the
they
dark.
Can't see it all.
Running into stuff. Like, it's so lit up. Like,
that's pretty funny.
The lighting is awful.
Yeah. The end was fantastic, and it's just a great trip back to the 80s with a slasher that I've never seen before.
Again, yes. 1984. Haven't saw this movie until just
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Recently.
And I honestly think it's just as well done as Friday the 13th or Blood Rage. One of those. I think it's good. 8 out of 10. That's my opinion.
This is one movie that everyone seems to be
On the fence about.
no. I mean, it's got a pretty good cult following
Oh.
that everyone seems to like more than me. This really isn't a good movie at all.
There's a lot of problems.
This is the second time I watched it, and it's much better. Like before, I think I went in expecting more because of how many people I saw buying this Arrow release and talking about how good it is. I think my expectations were too high, but it works at the same time. They make no attempt to hide who the killer is.
No, they don't even try to age him at all. Did you notice that? He looks... This character was a boy when this happened. And then his dad doesn't age at all, doesn't even change his wardrobe. It doesn't seem like...
The acting is some of the worst I've seen. Like, even for a slasher. Like, slasher, you're going to expect bad acting. This was bad for slasher. What was that one... Macho Mike or something like that, the blonde hair guy.
Yeah,
he, I believe, is probably the worst actor I've ever. It's like, it's not even like his body language and everything is so awkward. I don't think he's never acted before.
This is what he reminded me of.
He couldn't be an actor.
You know Styles on Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine a guy that would have tried out for that role but didn't get it at all. Like they're like, no. Sorry, you are not Styles.
And the dialogue is bad.
Yeah.
The writing's awful. The scene in the store with the black guy and the black woman.
Yeah.
You ain't telling me that they planned on being in a movie when they woke up that day. Like, I think they really worked there. They just said, hey, can you run a couple lines? Because... Okay, they are the worst. The worst. Yeah, Macho Mike is just he's right above them. It's bad. But there's good kills. The effects are solid. Great theme song. It's a good movie to make fun of, I think. But a lot of people like this. If you're a fan of 80s slashers, definitely watch it. I gave it a 6.
And we got
that could easily go up to a 7 on the next watch, but I guess I was teetering back and forth. But.
You're like, what am I watching?
Yeah,
it's just
I like it, but I
it's
know.
good. Like, how can it's got the acting? If it just had the acting just tweaked a little bit,
points. Even with the kills,
to
sometimes I was like, when they're dragging that dude's body with the lines, I'm like, that's a little too long, guys. A little bit too long with the dragging of the body. We've got it. You're all the way down there now. Yeah, you're good. You're good. But,
just a little bit better acting, and this would be an 8 for sure.
Ray's got a bad one.
Well, our bad reviewer gave it a 1 out of 10, simply saying, "No, what is this?" That was the first thing I thought when I bought this movie. It has an awesome cover, and then now I'm watching it, and now this.
The cover is great.
One of the worst films ever made. Poor actors. One guy looks like George Michael. Not very good effects. There's some really nice scenes at the end, but the movie doesn't work. It's not good. He just puts yuck after all of that.
He's on the money. He's on the money, but I just and I guess I enjoy that.
I think we've seen some of the worst stuff. I think.
You have to watch this movie for sure, just to see. I think his name's Macho Mike.
All right.
And how awkward, like even his body language, like
he's always
even
trying to get laid.
Like you don't know what to do with his hands. He's awful.
And you're right. It probably was his first time, or at least close to it.
Yeah, he can't be an actor. And then the couple in the store, with the guy and the woman in the store. Oh man.
Yeah, you got to watch it at least for the end credits.
It's so bad.
I want to cut them out and just post them up for people to see because it literally, like Family Matters style, the song is playing, and because
it's happy, it's feel good.
This movie was called Fall Break when it first came out. I think it has a reversible cover that has
it does, yeah
reflects that. But